I've always had really good awareness in the air and in flight. I had a natural talent from the earliest age, but even this isn't enough to make you the best in the world. I was able to put all the different elements together which you need: a natural feel for flight, a real lightness in the air, and a relaxed approach. In the last year, I've accomplished one of my biggest goals in ski jumping. I've become the Olympic champion. I would never have dreamt that was possible. It's really changed everything for me. As a ski jumper, I've become really popular in Switzerland, and I've got to organise my life in a completely different way now. But it's mostly great fun.
Simon Ammann's story could have been lifted straight from a comic book. He was a 20-year-old ski jumper who had never won a World Cup event before arriving at last year's Winter Games. He then won the small hill competition. If that stunned the ski jumping fraternity, his follow-up sent shockwaves everywhere. The baby-faced unknown won gold on the big hill too. Simmy fever swept across Switzerland, and his popularity is still very evident, becoming the nation's Sportsman of the Year after a landslide vote. When we met Simon in Switzerland before the World Cup event in Engelberg, it was clear he remained a source of fascination for press and public alike. Yet, according to the national team's head coach, the adulation has not had an adverse effect.
He hasn't changed as a person. He's certainly received a lot more attention, and his life is no longer the same, because he's now one of the biggest celebrities in Switzerland. He's very popular with the media, sponsors and fans. But fortunately, he's stayed the same person as far as we're concerned.
When the national team were preparing for Salt Lake City, there was not a single 120-metre facility in Switzerland. That was testament to the profile ski jumping had in the country. Now the sport has a powerful new role model to attract young jumpers and investment.
I think there's been a big boom in interest. We were a sport that wasn't very well known until recent years. In fact, we were falling into the minority sport category. But I think we've really made ski jumping a major sport again, at the same level as alpine skiing in terms of media coverage.
If ski jumping's popularity is flourishing in Switzerland, the man responsible is struggling. Ammann failed to make a real impression at the prestigious Four Hills tournament and is mired in the lower reaches of this season's point standings. But though the nation's hopes bear down on him relentlessly, his personal coach believes he's now able to draw strength from those around him.
Simmy has not been at his best in these first World Cup events, which shows you that he really needs the team. And that's why I think there's no envy. The team spirit we have here is just amazing.
This season, the big goal for Simon Ammann will be success at this month's World Championships in Italy. Given his results so far, that will be a very difficult task. But after the near magical events of last year, who can count against Simmy this time around? And even if he struggles to ever match his Olympic glories, this 21-year-old seems ready for wherever his trajectory in sport and life takes him.
I've set myself goals for the future, though of course they're not a priority right now, and I'm not giving them too much thought. I'm definitely optimistic about my future, and there are some sports I'd like to try out later on in life. I think that whenever I do stop ski jumping, I'll be ready, but you never know what's around the corner.